So some of the most difficult models that we do are actually of human faces. I actually grew up playing with Lego bricks, so I was a big fan as a kid. As most kids are, they grow up with at least one or two Lego sets and they get hooked, and I was one of those kids. Now, I had a bit of a head start on everyone else in my love of Lego because my father was also a Lego master model builder. So I'm a second generation master model builder. So I started working at Lego in high school as an intern, and I started doing all the projects that the Lego master builders didn't have time to do. So I was doing all the repetitive work. And that's where I really learned how to build and become a better builder. And then eventually I got a full-time job and worked with my father for about 10 years as master model builders together and traveled the world making large sculptures, just amazing models everywhere. So I can't say that there was a specific moment in my Lego building career that really set everything in motion, but it was definitely a bunch of small moments that added up to create my love and my desire to do this for a living. Everything from taking Lego models, making my own creations as a kid, and then my father making them as well together. We would actually build cars and we would smash them like destruction derbies, and we would see whose cars were the strongest cars. So that was one of the things we do. We would build castles and stuff like that, big landscapes and castles, and we would have battles. So just pure imagination, and that's really what drew me to the fact that I could actually do this for a living, and it really did turn into a job that I do actually love and enjoy every time I go to work. A human, they're very distinct. Their features are very distinct, and especially when we're talking about celebrities. So if we're making a model of a celebrity, let's say Harrison Ford when he was in Star Wars, you have to have it exactly correct. Otherwise, it just won't look right, and you'll know it's not Harrison Ford. So when we design faces, it's the most difficult thing to do. So I actually worked on, at the time, it was the world's largest Lego model. And this was the biggest model we have ever even thought of building up until that point. And it was a life-size X-Wing fighter. So it was 45 feet from wingtip to wingtip, another 45 feet from front to back, and you could actually sit in the cockpit. And we unveiled that for the very first time in New York City in Times Square. So that was the most unusual, unique project that I had ever worked on up until that point, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So Grogu is almost as iconic as the most iconic character, and that's Yoda, right?
Yeah.
So Grogu is absolutely cute. He's just like Yoda in that fact, and everyone loves him. So he's just so cute and lovable. You have to make him into a big Lego sculpture, and it just works really well. His shape works really well for this type of event. He kind of looks like a big traffic cone. He's kind of a big triangle, so it makes it very easy to build for this type of event. He's got a nice wide base, and then he gets smaller as he gets taller. Absolutely. So I get this question all the time, and some things I tell kids and even adults is to try to work outside of what their comfort zone is. So try to build things that they're not comfortable building. It's like flexing a muscle. So you have to tear some muscles to get better at it, right? So you have to continually try harder and harder building techniques, continually try to build things that you're not comfortable with. So if you're really good at building cars, maybe you try to build a face, or you try to build a sculpture of a human, something that you might not be good at. So just keep on pushing the boundaries of what you can do with the Lego brick, because it can be done. I guarantee you can do anything with a Lego brick. It just is limited by your own imagination. And I haven't met anyone yet that doesn't have an endless imagination.